I guess I figured we sound enough. Maybe our people start to get those ears where they can hear those distinctive sounds. Y'all got it? Just like when we watch the news and we see what's going on out here in the world. That little volcano going off, they saying, it's not dangerous, not harmful. Now it's taking down like 100 yards per hour. It's studying, putting out more poison gas. Listen, and they don't know when they're going to stop. I love it. See, white people always think they got the power they can control, so they go talk to the volcano. Volcano told, listen, I'm just tripping. I'm going to stop in a little while. This stuff is only getting worse. It's getting 100 yards an hour. It's steadily destroying, more poison gas going out. I think this stuff done went over to Guam. Man, Guam is a long ways. And you were flying to the Philippines or China, you would have to pretty much land in Guam. Just to continue flight. You're talking about a 28-hour flight, 24, 23-hour flight. So you had to hit Guam. So you tell this stuff already passing over to Guam, it's got to come back over to Cali. Cali ain't but 5 hours away. It's got to come get them. Listen, all these people got to suffer. Mr. Yahuwah, he angry with us. The book say angry with the wicked every day. Every day. And you know what? And then it was a danger in the fact that he told us what was going to happen. Let's see. Come on, son, let me loose. Pick me up at Matayahu. Oh, I'm good, right? You don't have to cut the F in a little bit. So you already know it's coming, huh? Matayahu. '24. That'll be good too, but no. What's that? Something more. Matayahu 24. We'll do 24 and 1. No. 2 Timothy coming to mind. Let's see. Matayahu, chapter 24, verse 1. I don't got 2 Timothy, see that 3 and 6. Listen to the book.
And Yahusha went out and departed from the temple, and his Methodist came to him for to shew him the buildings of the temple. Mm-hmm. And Yahusha said unto them, see ye not all these things? Amen, I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
That's tight. Oh, boy. 5:17. Let's see. We're going to play with something a little bit. All right? Matayahu. '17. Pick me up at Matayahu 17. What's the last verse? 17.
$27.
What is it?
27.
Pick up, see if it's 13:54. Let's say that's what I want. Who knows? Listen to the book.
And when he was come into his own country, he taught them in their synagogue, insomuch that they were astonished and said, whence has this man this wisdom and these mighty works? Is not this the carpenter's ben? Is not his aim called Mariam, and his Aki, Jacob, and Joses, and Shimon, and Yehuda? And his Akuth, are they not all with us? Whence then hath this Ish all these things?
Yeah.
And they were offended in him. But Yahusha said unto them, and Abi is not without honor, save in his own country and in his own house. And he did not many mighty works there because of their unbelief.
That's what happened. A lot of stuff he wouldn't do that because of their unbelief. Let's look at something else. I got a lot of stuff. I don't know now. We'll go ahead and get that 2 Timothy 3:6 out of the way, because now I'm kind of Look at a whole lot of different angles while we're up there talking. Listen to the book. 2 Timothy 3 and 6.
Yes, sir.
Listen to the book.
For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with divers lusts, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the Amat.
Yeah.
Now, as Janus and Jambres withstood Mushah, so do these also resist the Amat.
And what happened?
Anashim of corrupt minds reprobate concerning the Amana.
That's what we don't want. So it's amazing that you talk about creeping in the house and leaving captive. How? What were those again?
Silly women
Silly women. What else?
laden with sins.
I said this before on several occasions. I know sometimes they might say, I'm not picking on the women. When you look at how the enemy always come in, destroy, attack us, they'll do it through our women and through our kids. They do. They do. And there's a lot of strongholds that keep us back. And a lot of times, I know it ain't every individual woman. It's not something you might be willing to be a participant to do. But a lot of times, you can avail yourself for stuff. And for us, we got to just look at historically, from our standpoint, not their history or their story. We got to look at our story. And looking at our story, a lot of our downfall have been coming through our women. They have. It's coming through our women. A lot of our women have made our men become metrosexual, which is just another code word for you about to be homosexual. I'm being honest, a lot of our women do. A lot of women start dressing and get them these flamboyant colors. Before you know it, they know what they're doing. Colors got assigned to them. And they know exactly what they're doing. They put us off and they put us out in all these different ways dressing. They get them big swinging pants down their leg. Before you know it, they'll mess around somebody else swinging on your leg. It is a lot of stuff to try to get them or trying to impress them or trying to keep them. And it's other people that's working on it while you're not there. A lot of times when the women watch a lot of these shows, they don't realize the man gone. Just like Adam was. Come on, man. Y'all know good with it enough. That's why they had my wife did crib. She watch her own stuff somewhere in another room. Because she look, I'm going to criticize her. Certain stuff I don't want her watching. Maud. I used to watch Maud. Maud ain't good for women. Maud will get you put out. They got one episode on Maud that was good. They had an episode one time where Walter hit in her eye. Best episode they needed. Maud ran her mouth too much. Oh, they did. They got a lot of stuff. I know a lot of times y'all don't see it. Listen, how you get in these houses, creeping these houses now? Now they used to creeping now, they would be vacuum salesmen. Ain't that right, folk going door to door knocking? Now they creeping through the television. I'm telling you, a lot of these women, they got them show, they get the same, they get the power and all that other junk they got. What's that power with 50 cents? Pay that nigga no attention. A lot of these people, I don't pay these people no attention. It's just been, I'm telling you, when you watch TV, television, televised vision, when you watch any of this stuff, news media, you got to look at it. You got to be objective. You got to put, like you say, what you do is take yourself out of the equation. You can't do that. You are the equation. The whole mathematical system is set up involving you. So don't take yourself out of the equation. You got to look at why did they put you in it. So when you watch, you got to look to see what's the real psychosis of the programming. This book involves you. You know what happened when we read the book? This is what's dumb. They take, you kind of take yourself out of the equation to count in this book. That's why y'all don't change. See, when I'm talking a lot, it's several of y'all in here, y'all. I ain't talking to you. I'm really not talking to you. It's going to involve you got your own world going. You don't see yourself saying this book was trying to show you something and trying to direct you to look at, you got to set it up. I know sometimes they went, oh, it's hard. I can't do nothing. I ain't got no freedom. The man just told me for they that of this sort, they that creep in the house and lead captive silly women. And you don't realize these folks ain't stupid. They're not coming through the television to control the mind. Y'all start listening to what do your wife, what does she listen to? I'm just being honest with you. You got to watch all that stuff heart to heart. My wife like heart to heart too. I ain't taking my wife out me to solve no crime. She need to stay home. White men do that with their wife. Why am I taking my wife and me, Danny, to go out here and solve crime and fight criminals? Why am I taking my wife out here on me to do this? It shows I gotta watch it. What are you trying to incite in me? Anything I go take my wife with me? That don't make sense. That don't even make sense. Let me tell you something. When Mushah went to Pharaoh and he wanted to go and take the people out, you know what he told him to do? Pharaoh told him to do. Leave the women and the little ones here. Y'all finna go out here and bombard, but why you finna take the women and the kids out here with you? We don't think like that. That's bad when your own enemy got to try to tell you to leave them. But you start watching these television shows, and you don't see nothing wrong with it. Listen, you can say, well, that's white people doing it. But the black people who going to wind up mimicking what they say. You can use white images and black people still going to get drawn in. You got to start watching what's these people's agenda. I do. I got to look at what's your agenda. Just like Good Time. Listen, the show come on. Good Time is what the hook. Good Time the hook. Easy credit ripoff. Scratching and surviving. Hanging in a jungle. That too. Good. I'm hanging out in a chow line. This long line of people that's starving, waiting to eat. You know what it's called? Good Time. And then, ain't we lucky we got them? Asphalt road. What am I grow on asphalt? Good Time. They don't think like that. The whole purpose when you watch the show is to make black people feel good about having nothing. Yeah. And because our dig clothes. How many times they were almost get out of the jungle? Jane took a class for an apprenticeship journeyman as an electrician. Had he got that job, it was going to be $10 an hour, baby. And they were going to be, they're like, woo, we're going to be rich. Jane didn't get the job. When he got there, it was given to a younger person. Jane's is cleaning windows. Jane working at the car wash. Jane working at a restaurant. And still they behind the bar. And it's called, good. Remember the theme. The hook is Good Time. JJ got shot. Good times. The killer got off. Get him that's good time, people. What's wrong with y'all? JJ was finna get married and went to the prom with a girl who was on dope. Good times. Huh? TV bust, refrigerator don't work. You got to borrow money from a loan shop who gonna break your legs. He come in your house without knocking. You got the janitor who actually control everybody. How does the janitor control me getting evicted? A nigga ain't got no, this the janitor. This ain't, where did you ever see the manager or the owner of that project? The janitor control whether or not you're going to stay in the apartment or not get put out. That's called good time, people. I mess y'all up, ain't it? So bad, ain't it? JJ's a dummy. Good time. And Pretty Thelma, she couldn't hold on to a man. And when she finally got one, the nigga wound up breaking his leg on the wedding day. Yep. And then he had no money saved up. He been playing professional football. As soon as he break his leg on the wedding day, he moved into the project. That's called good time. Ain't we lucky we got him? You know it's sad that one of the main characters that really kept that show together, not JJ, was the father. Yep. They needed him go. You ran a longer series television show without a man hitting the home. Nobody look at it when you take the man, you just took the strong part out of the house. Y'all guys don't, a lot of them here, they don't see that stuff. They don't see that. You don't see how important it is to have us there. Yahuwah saw when he put all that stuff together, this would be nothing. This would never continue to flourish, do anything, except there's a man there. Society is predicated off the so-called Negro man being weak. We're in just bad shape, folks. Hey, I like this show. I just got to be more objective when I watch it. I put myself, don't take myself out, I put myself in it, because this is what you want me to do. Do you know how much easier it is if you can just sit around and wait on somebody to give you something? You just sit around and learn how to scratch and live and make fun out of, hey, Kool-Aid. Many people gave us food. It's foods you get when you poor. When I was coming, it was cheese. It was Kool-Aid. Man, I don't even buy Kool-Aid. I don't even think about Kool-Aid now. They got a drink for, and it's better when you're in the project when you live. You start mixing all these, they start giving you stuff to keep you reduced. White people get Kool-Aid, they enjoy it, they say they still live lavishly. Nigga get Kool-Aid, nigga poor. Kool-Aid is associated with poor living people now. See, that drink ain't the same for us. You got to start that's why our diet is so important. When I'm talking about our diet, not just in our eating, a lot of them think it's just the eating. It's what we ingest into our minds. Because that's going to go in our bodies. When people show you stuff, when people ask you certain stuff, you got to learn to get offended. Come on, folks. You got to learn to be offended. What's going on with us? What's going on? The reason we can keep gathering week after week in these places called a mosque, synagogue, churches, and nothing moves us. Nothing more. What are you learning? You ain't acting upon it. You ain't doing nothing different. You sit here and you look at, you have no control of the media, whether it's the newspaper, whether it's the news itself, or whether the internet, or whether the television, whatever this man get, all the mass form he used to communicate, he used it to dominate you. He used it to control your ideals. He used it to control your education. He used it to control your medication. Everything you know, he tells it to you. You know, it's beautiful how we could look on the internet and look that word up and what it says. But originally, milking didn't mean that. It meant to milk an animal. That's what milking means, to milk a cow. That's what it means. But when you milk a man, you're going through the prostate, through his behind, and cause him to ejaculate. So now you got to find out, so who did they practice to find this out? How many times was it done that you felt like it was a need to put it in a dictionary and give it a meaning? Who were the people you were talking? Who's your targeting audience? Come on, folks. Come on, folks. You got to, if you make a product, you got to have a targeting audience. If you make a television show, there's a targeting audience. Everything works on that. Because you got to advertise it. You got to get it out. Just like salvation, he has a targeting audience. Huh? He said they that are whole don't have who? But they that are who? Who is he going to target? I'm a doctor. I'm targeting sick people. All my advertisements are going out to people that are trying to be healed. Which means I'm going to reach them and I understand their condition. Huh? Even our book teaches in the book of Arborina, we have not a HaKohan that can, what was it again? He been sick. If you got on human flesh, you sick. You got a disease that's lurking inside your body. So we had to have somebody who was at all point tempted, just like us, with this condition, yet it didn't take him down. And the people that are getting you is what you got to watch. So you got a man that has gone here, that's here at this time, I say gone present, pastly, but here in the 24th chapter of the book of Matthew, and when he went through, they showed him all the building of the temple. And he told him, now you see all this stuff? It's not going to be one stone upon another. It's not going to be thrown down. Because you know what? They only showed it to him because this was an edifice that everybody liked. This is something that everybody looked to. It's only need for that when we start to put our minds on something that these people build and these people establish and call great for us, it's got to come down. Let's look at something. That 24. Let's hit that 24:1 again. Pick me up at Yahoo 1:1. They call it Jeremiah. Yahoo. I think about my resignation letter again. One line. I ain't gonna never stop teaching. It's just, man, this thing I go further than where y'all at. There's some people out here that willing to do more than what y'all willing to do. That's just being honest. Apparently y'all will. There's some sick people out here, they gonna get them and gonna do something. Man, you had a man that was sitting at the beautiful gate that was begging. And when Cuff and Yehukanan came through during the hour of prayer, they saw that man, and that man was sitting here begging. And they told him they didn't have nothing to give him. Not what he was looking for. But they said, but what I got, I give you. Let's see what happened. Pick me up. What is that, 4:1? Acts of the Apostle? Acts of the Apostle before I move forward. See that 4:1. Listen to the book.
And as they spake unto the arm, the Kohanim, and
3:1. 3:1. 3 came to my mind too. 3 and 1. Listen.
Now Cuff and Yahuchanan went up together into the temple at the hour of Palal, being the 9th hour, and a certain Ish, lame from his mother's womb, was carried, whom they laid daily at the gate of the temple,
Doing what?
which is called Beautiful, to ask alms of them that entered into the temple.
See that? That's what they're doing. He's asking people to give him stuff. Help him out. And that compassionate people go him. Surely they have compassion enough to just lay him here because you count on these people to give you something. And that's what these white people learn to do the same thing to you. Where were they going? Why they just there laying by the roadside somewhere? People don't pay attention. Nobody going to help you on the roadside. So you go lay around at a religious institution where people have pity, people have mercy, and people want to give you something. And what happened?
Who, seeing Cuff and Yahuchanan about to go into the temple, asked an alms. And Cuff, fastening his eyes upon him with Yahuchanan, said,
Go ahead and get him what you got on you, and I'll make it back up later.
Look on us.
Listen.
And he gave heed unto them,
And he listened to him.
expecting to receive something of them.
See that? He was looking for somebody to give him something. What happened?
Then Cuff said, Silver and gold have I none, but such as I have give I thee. In the name of Yahushua HaMashiach of Nazareth, rise up and walk.
And what happened?
And he took him by the right hand and lifted him up. And immediately
He said later on?
And he took him by the right hand and lifted him up. And immediately
What happened to his ankle bone?
his feet and ankle bones received strength.
What happened?
And he, leaping up, stood and walked and entered with them into the temple, walking and leaping and Halah Allahim.
So you will find, if you continue to read, you don't find he was back out there the next day sitting back down to see if he can get something else. So a lot of times that's not your problem. Because the people will give it, you wouldn't bring him unless he had been receiving, but you're still crippled. So you got to get out of the idea of people giving you something is the answer to you getting out of your situation. What we need to do is heal your sickness. Then you can get yourself completely out of your situation. Just to give him something today, he going to be back. His mom done bring him right back. See, they don't think like that. See, Christianity, if you keep coming, this is what people give, this is what people help you out. Just like you see people on the side of the road. I don't give them no money. You stand up, what's wrong with you? If you can sit out here, you can hold a sign for 6-7 hours, you can get you a job. You can do something better than begging. With the money people give you, the first time you can let it, go buy some waters, at least give me something. At least offer me something for sale to make me want to help you. But for you to sit here and just beg me to help it doesn't make sense. I can give you information that can get you out of this corner. But people don't want that. You know what they done? Look on us. You know what they were looking at? We ain't got no money either. See, they're not thinking of the whole side culture. They said, look on us. We ain't got no money. Do you see us out here begging people? Do you see us out here asking, waiting on somebody to give a hand out? They just said it. They said, look on us. And what they said, he would think he finna get something. Sure they finna give him some gold. They said, we ain't got none, but we ain't begging. I give you the same thing got me standing. They don't like that. They don't like that. The Negro mind is the most dangerous mind in America. It'll keep you a slave. You gotta think when you read. They just said they don't have, so how they making it? Why they weren't sitting outside the temple saying, man, slide over, man, nigga trying to come up. Y'all don't think like that. All y'all keep waiting on somebody to give you something so you can get further ahead. I'm not gonna give you nothing. Make your own way. They ain't getting a dime. Yahushua ain't getting nobody no dime either. Only time you see him, you curse it when he paid taxes. He came out and gave people healing. You got to get up from him. That's it. He started watching the dependency of people. Are we familiar with how many times he fed people? Several times. Pit member said that 5:24. Matthew Yahoo 5:30. No. 6. So that's 6:25. 6:24. Yahuchanan, they call it John. and 24. Let me say that what I want. Yahuchanan. Listen to the book.
When the people therefore saw that Yahushua was not there, neither his Mathetes, They also took shipping and came to Capernaum seeking for Yahushua.
See that? They came, you see that? When they found he wasn't none of them folks, they jumped on ships to go looking for him. What happened, Brandon?
And when they had found him on the other side of the sea,
What happened?
they said unto him,
What they say?
Teacher, when camest thou hither?
That's what they're doing now. What's that, Moree? That's a teacher. Moree, it's amazing what people call you when they want something. What happened?
Yahushua answered them and said, Aman, aman, I say unto you, ye seek me, not because ye saw the miracles,
But what happened?
but because ye did eat of the loaves and were filled.
What you want me to do? You finna feed me again?
Labor not for the meat which perisheth,
But for what?
but for that meat which endureth unto everlasting life.
See that? You realize sometimes you got to cut the feeding off. These folks done took the effort to get up and catch ship to run all the way to the other side to find me. Y'all niggas could have got something even when y'all was over there. What you looking for? Just like they were looking when we saw the man in the game. What you looking for? A lot of stuff is a matter of what you looking for. You looking for somebody to carry you? A lot of y'all, that's a lot of y'all got that same mentality. Y'all looking for somebody to carry you. I know what you need to look for. You need to look to get this thing in your heart. You can survive, you get this thing in your heart. Everything these folk done told you, these folk done set you up for, that's not your survival. I don't count my survival on how much money in my pocket. I got my survival based on what I believe, what I'm willing to do to survive, based on what I've been taught. Y'all got it? That's just being honest. Y'all got your mind in the wrong place. We come in here, this book is a book of survival. This is a book of survival. This is how we survive. But y'all don't realize that, do you? Let's see if he told us that. At the 4th chapter of the book of Matthew. Make it 4 and 1. Matthew, they call Matthew 4 and 1. Listen to the book.
Then was Yahushua led up of the Ruach into Bamidbar to be tempted of the devil.
What happened?
And when he had fasted 40 yamim and 40 laylah, he was afterward and hungered.
And what did he do?
And when the tempter came to him, he said, If thou be the Ben of Elohim,
Do what?
command that these stones be made bread.
Listen what happened.
But he answered and said, It is written, Ish shall not live by bread alone.
But by what?
Every debar
That does what?
proceedeth out of the mouth of Elohim.
I told you it's a book of survival. The man was in the wilderness. These soldiers have been in the wilderness before. You know they teach you, you go in the wilderness, they'll teach you what you can use in the wilderness if something happens. There's certain herbs you can use. There's certain leaves, certain grass you could take for medicine. Some you can use if you had a cut, you can use for medicine. There's a lot of stuff you can use out there. People don't even know there's certain rocks you can tie around. You can put your mind and suck on if you got dehydrated. Because they set in those rocks, because they set in the water, they begin to draw in the water. So if you actually started to take those small pebbles, put them in your mouth, you could suck on them. If you didn't have any water, and they can kind of hold you and sustain you until you can get to a large amount of water. So you know he realized, so the devil even knew that this stuff here you can use based on their ideals. Now you can turn this stuff into food. But he looked at, I'm just going to use the debar. That's how I live. When I'm thirsty, when I'm hungry, when I desire different things, when I look for a defense, I'm going to use what the debar told me to do. What we tend to do is look, and we put a lot of dependency based off what other people tell us. We're not real thinkers. You think you're a thinker because you think like these people, you read like these people, you speak like these people. You're actually a dummy. Because most of us would do the same thing that the devil told them to do. You know, it takes something to resist what your flesh called for. 40 days, you ain't ate. 40 nights, you ain't ate. And you got opportunity. Anything look like food when you're hungry. You know that's a rock. And you're going to put it in your mouth and you're going to take it for food. Don't you know a lot of cults, religious organizations are big. We used to do fasting. I was just fasting. We used to do it a lot more. Not to an extreme, not no weeks, maybe a day or so, get people to do it. But a lot of cults use fasting because when people tend not to eat and drink wine, they become delusional. You can sell people a lot of premises when they're delusional, when they're faint. Even Yahushua, when he saw the multitude fall, you know what he told the Methodist to do? He said, feed them why?
Lest they fainted away.
They're fainting away. They'll start seeing stuff that'll tell them to quit. Man, you about to die. Man, it's been a long, man, I'm ready to eat now. Man, F it, man. You get delusional. Hey, it's natural. You know what happened for us? Why people don't get into the plan of salvation? Because people don't speak to people practical. Even Yahushua, even the disciple told him, tell us plainly. People started, just tell us plainly. Stop trying to do all this, trying to put this stuff in my mind and trying to put me out here. Because of why people become pessimistic versus optimistic. People having hope. You know what I mean? And this is what happened. If you keep following these people religious, you keep letting these people tell you this false, ridiculous stuff and trying to tell you how people didn't think when the people hadn't changed. We're the same people. When things don't happen in a certain amount of time, people just tend to look for other means. When people don't please people, people start to become discouraged with people. This always happens. Then we start to learn to build our hope on other things. Huh? See, we have to believe and have a confidence that what we've been told will sustain us. Let's see the book of Abarim, chapter 6. They call it Hebrews 6:17. Oh, don't get me to say that, Matthew. They call him Matthew. 5:18. Listen to the book.
Wherein Elohim, willing more abundantly to shew unto the heirs of promise,
Of the law?
of promise,
Because this thing was not of the law. It was always of the promise. We got the law in front of us, though. The law is more prevalent for us to see. It's more evident for us to see. We don't see the working of the law. A man that does these things, that's what we're going to live by. That's why you can see certain actions happen to people according to the law. But now he got another group of people that who he's trying to ensure. Because I'm looking at me and Cam, two individuals, as both what we're going to call believers, but just say he's more predicated on faith, I'm more predicated on law. Well, Cam's going to need something because we can all see the law and read the law. He can't read no promise, though. So he's going to have to give this man something to get this man hope. This man going to need something to be ensured that he's not just falling in vain. He's got to give him something. Come on, folks. We can see law. We can read law. At any time, it's going to be hard on this promise thing. Because the promise is going to put us back on the thing called faith, which is the substance of thing, hope for, evidence of thing. What is it again? So, Yahuwah, what was he again willing to do? What was he trying to do again?
willing more abundantly to shew unto
more
the
than
heirs of
anything.
promise.
He said, you know what? I got to try to make sure I get something that Cam. That Cam don't give up. I got to be willing to put something here that Cam don't get discouraged and give up on the whole hope of promise. Because the thing he gave to Abraham was by promise. But he can see a lot more law than anything. And in reading that law, we got to be able to depict and pull out that promise. See, a lot of times what hurts us is that veil. We learned about the veil from the law. The veil was set there so it will separate congregation from the Most Kodash. You had the sanctuary with the food and the shewbread and where the people sat, but on the other side of the veil, we had the Most Kodash. There you couldn't enter into. Huh? Well, you can see that. You can't see behind the veil. Y'all all right? So there had to be something here that keep him going. Because he can only get but so far. So what Yahuwah decided to do was to make sure I got to put something here that would ensure this man that he don't quit and he don't faint. So this is what Yahuwah did.
Willing more abundantly to shew unto the heirs of promise the immutability of his counsel, confirmed it by an oath.
He confirmed it by an oath. What happened?
That by two immutable things, in which it was impossible for Elohim to lie,
For what reason?
we might have a strong consolation,
See, that's what we're doing. Listen what else happened.
who have fled for refuge to lay hold upon the hope set before us,
So what did he do? What happened?
which hope we have as an anchor of the soul.
That keeper, man. You know, about as large, as big as a ship can get. You know that anchor, when it dropped down, it'll hold that ship in place. That's what he did. He wanted to give us something that can hold us in place. Huh? He had to give us something that will make us hold place. Otherwise, you'll give up, you'll quit, you'll faint. You'll become exalted, you'll become spiritless. That's what fainting is. When a person faints, people don't even know what happened. You do know what happened, right? They become almost spiritless, just like dying. If life would leave your body, you know you wouldn't still be standing here, right? So he had to give us something to keep life in the body. That's that hope, that promise to keep you from moving. Y'all all right? That's how important. You got to think about this man sitting here in the 4th chapter of the book of Matthew, and this man is sitting here in a natural estate. This ain't spirit, ruach. This is a man. This is a man that's sitting here dealing with a real life man issue crisis. I am starving, not hungry. I'm starving. And I'm thirsty. But now you hear something calling. You hear something talking to you. You hear another member working in your body saying, you need to go ahead and do something. You've been waiting. You've been doing what you're supposed to do. It's on him. Maybe he don't do what he say he gonna do. But everything he done gave it, man, was on promise. If we continue in the faith and be not moved away from the hope. He didn't tell you to continue the law. You got to continue in the faith. Because there's going to be some things you're not going to, with the law predicate, you can't see everything. You couldn't. That's the law. That's what the veil for, to showing you. You cannot see the end of it. So it was necessary to give us something that would keep us from just giving up. Especially when I can't see it. I'm sitting here running with time. Come on, man, let's go. Come on. Man, you go, come on. You for a minute. What, Tim, see, Tim, miss the time. Man, you have to tell me when I'm getting tired. You tell me, come on. You tell me it's up there. It's on there. I can't, man, I'm good. Because I can't see it. You see it because you've been up there before. I don't see what you see. I'm through. I don't see what he see. He been there before. He keep trying to tell me, come on. My natural body saying, it don't make sense because you don't see it. He been telling me this stuff. The man been telling me the thing for 40 generations. And he keeps saying, come on. I don't see it. I am a man. I'm going to deal with it as a man. If I don't see it and my natural man is telling me, stop. It's not there. It's not, you don't see it. You're not going to make it. Now I got to go in survival suite. And survival mode means it just quit. Quit in survival mode. People working, people keep going. You say, man, come on, keep going. They say, man, I keep going, man, I'm going to break some more time. Your body put you in survival mode saying, listen, you know how you feel. Don't you be stupid. Cut it off. You're going to wind up hurting something. Man, you can wind up killing yourself. And already your body said, my body deals with a natural state of live, not die. So it's going to do what the natural man is going to do. It's going to pull on what it does know, not hope. I know I'm going to die if I keep doing this. Because, man, people done died from this. Y'all know how many runners done burst their heart? People don't know that. And my body going to bring that back to my mind. You know some runners that died. You know, Flojo died from running. My body going to pick up everything to make positive on me quitting. It's not going to pick up on everything positive to keep me going. Huh? So I got to hope in it. I got to really desire and want it to keep me alive. Y'all got it? They push me past what they call normacy, which is abnormal. Right? So what he was willing to do to show more abundance, to try to make sure he put more emphasis on the promise. Because even to the mere fact that when we when we pray, we call on certain people. Who are these people? Abraham, Yasakar, Jacob. We call on these people because we look at these men receive something by promise. We look at the relationship, and there's so much put on them there. Even when you keep reading, look at the 3rd chapter, Galatians chapter 3. See that verse 24. Galatians. You got to have your mindset for this. You do. You just got to have your mindset. Man, some of y'all get missing, get going, get discouraged, get it. It's Charlotte, man. Listen, with everything going, and that stuff ain't moved me, man. I can see this thing. I can see it going to be just like he said it. That's what my hope at. That's what my hope at. You know what they say? Man, you doing all that. What you going to do? You get to the end and ain't nothing. I ain't lost nothing. Right. But we get to the end and your behind ain't done nothing, you in trouble. Isn't that right? They said we get in, what if ain't no heaven, no hell, ain't no nothing? I ain't lost nothing. But we get to this end of that thing and it is, you in trouble. I ain't no gambler like that. I got to go what I believe. I'm going to take my chance on, I'm just going to stay where I'm at. Isn't that right? I believe him put a lot of abundance on there with me to say, you know what, don't you move, son. There's a lot of folks got a whole lot of different stuff. Listen, with everything I question, I don't never question or doubt the validity of what he said. I question man's influence. Huh? When man's trying to draw me and man's trying to cause me, impede on me to get me to look more to him, I know that ain't come from Yahuwah. Huh? I say just like Nakum y'all, they come and try to look like they try to offer me programs. They're trying to help me and trying to keep me alive. I perceive that Elohim have not sent them. I perceive he have not sent these people. Listen to the book. Galatians 3:24. Listen.
Wherefore the law was our schoolmaster.
Doing what?
To bring us unto Mashiach.
And had they waited in the garden, they realized they were going to sin. All they had to do was wait. Everything he gave them in the garden, he gave them law. That was to teach them. That was to instruct them because it was going to get them to it. This is where people got to have faith. You don't see that. You can't see the end of the law because you're not working. They didn't operate by faith. The man said, I'm going to make you in my image. After my life, I'm going to let you have. Why you don't wait a minute to get you? So you didn't believe me. They ain't have faith. That's what they lacked in the garden. They ain't have faith. He was going to do it. They just didn't have faith enough to wait it. Now, didn't he get them law? Well, he said the law is our schoolmaster to get us unto the Mashiach. Well, the Mashiach testified that he was the Abba. Well, who came in the garden in the cool of the day? It was going to work and they just waited day. Our coming day, they ain't wait on me. They ain't wait, Leon. By the time he got their head already eat, did you do what I told you not to do? Did you eat of the tree I told you not to eat of? You didn't even believe me. I coming in the cool of the day. But they did it because they lacked faith. I heard what he said, but here's a quick opportunity. That's the difference of law, people working just with law versus people with faith. I'm going to trust, I'm going to wait on it. People offer me some other opportunity, but I'm going to wait on this thing called faith. That he going to come and going to do it, it's going to be just like him. Huh? And that's what Yuchanan said. He said, listen, when we see him, when he shall appear, we shall be. Didn't he tell us that in Barashit? Let's make him in my image. Let's make him in our image. And let him have. He said when he shall appear. So he's coming. The law taught me that. But his appearance, my hope is of faith that it's going to be just like he said it because I don't see it. He said we're going to see him just like he is. So he never moved from that. Willing more abundant, showing to the heirs of promise the immutability of his counsel. What he said in Barashit to make them and let them have had not changed to this day. A lot of people quit. A lot of people done established and made their own selves. Yehukanan said, we know he shall appear. We're going to see him like he is. And every man had this hope. You ain't going to believe what he do. Purify. You know when you purify something, you can do it through water, through washing, or through fire. And when you purify something, you use it to take away the contaminants, the things that are not clean. That's what the law was set to do for us. Had we waited, our faith was going to purify us. Because now we're going to let the law work, that we believe it enough that it induces faith, that which in order creates faith in us. Y'all got me? And with that, you're going to have to remove away some doubts, some disbelief, some easy compensations. There's some out here, huh? Not everybody. Yahushua told them they were clean, but not all. It's all about what you want to do. It's all about what you want to believe. That's the good thing about this whole thing. You can believe what you want to believe. You can go where you want to go. You can do what you want to do. All you got to do is just pay for it later. Listen, life is credit. All this is credit. You got to pay for it later. Why you think you can learn this stuff? You can go get some stuff and put it on the day. You can go get some cars and rhyme day. You're going to pay for it later. That's all he's trying to show you. Everything you're doing, you could do it right now. You're going to pay for it later. That's when people start deciding, I wished I'd have never got it. I wish. That's the term now we use. I wish I had never fooled with it. Now you got an opportunity through watching all the other people go through and make these bad, piss poor examples to make better decisions. Because whatsoever things are written aforetime were written, what was it again? So you don't get to the end and say how you wished. How you would have liked to done something different. You won't get that opportunity then. Everything you're going to do, you got to do while it's called today. Everything you're going to do, it's got to be while it's called today. Your hope can't be in what they call tomorrow. He said, you don't know what a day going to bring. Come on, finish this up.
That we might be justified by amana.
By the law?
By amana.
You know what they told her? They concluded. No man going to be justified by the law. This is not going to happen. You're not going to be justified by no law. We're going to be justified by faith. He done already proven nobody can keep the law. Where they at? Wow. Wow. So this whole time people been running around doing it, trying to do law, had they really understood. Now, it's just teaching us, as Shaul said, we're not teaching nobody to get rid of no law. We're just trying to establish one. Just like there's a law for the natural man, there's also a law for the ruach. There's a discipline. All the law is a discipline. That's all it is just a discipline. Well, you have a discipline for your favor, what you believe. There should be a discipline for how you operate. And when it moves outside that code, then you realize it's got to come back to the law, get corrected. We got to go back and reshape. We got to go back and revamp. We got to go back and reassess. That's why we use all scripture. And that's inspired. That's inspired. And it's given to us for a reason. So we can go back and we can reshape what we're doing. If we hadn't got it right, we got an opportunity to go back and correct it. If we didn't think the right way, we got a way to try to change our assessment, our mindset. That's why we're here. Listen.
But after that, amana is come, we are no longer under a schoolmaster.
See that? Listen.
For ye are all the beni of Elohim by amana in Mashiach Yahusha.
See that? We are the children that they call by faith in the Mashiach. What happened?
For as many of you as have been immersed into Mashiach,
That did what?
put on Mashiach.
It don't make sense because that immersing baptism is a form of purifying. We know about that. When Yahusha went to the wedding in the land of Canaan, what did they have there? Wine. They had 2 water pots filled after the manner of the purifying of the Yahudim. So we understood purifying. We understood we would say had a wedding except we wash. Why would we not have water sitting here? To wash, to cleanse ourselves before we eat. Well, you sitting down here now to indulge into this operation of what we call it the teaching, which is another form of digesting or ingesting food. Because he said you shouldn't live by bread alone, but by every word. Then did you purify yourself? And how we do it now? Through obeying the truth. Because except we wash, well, you ain't got no business indulging if you ain't purified yourself. Tight, ain't it? Then you wonder why you get no resolve. You wonder why you have no relationship. Now we got the question like they did when they saw someone here eat with, what was it called? Unwashing hands. Because we see you here handling this thing, did you purify yourself? To obey what you're hearing. Through love, not being a hypocrite. Otherwise, you're eating defiled. It's defiled for you to sit and take their teaching and you know you're a hypocrite. It's defiled for you to sit and take their teaching and you know you're going to be doing contrary if you don't believe it. This is defiled. Tight, huh? But that's what he told us. We just listen to what he told us and got it how I understand it. Let's see what else he told us. Listen.
There is neither Yehudi nor Greek. There is neither bond nor free. There is neither male nor female. For ye are all one in Mashiach Yahusha.
And was never told you that these people will not steal their nationality. Never told you these people did not still have their same sex. This was talking about faith. There is no such thing as a female faith and a male faith. There's a such thing as a female body and a male body. There is a such thing as a Yehudi and a Greek. There's such thing as a Roman or a barbarian or a slave or a free man. There's no such thing as a slave faith. There's no such thing as a free man faith. There's only one faith. And that faith is what unites us more than anything. It is stronger than any genealogy that you have. He said we are all one.
For ye are all one in Mashiach Yahusha.
Yeah. Listen what else happened.
And if you be Mashiach,
Now if you be who?
Mashiach,
If you belong to. If
Then-
you be the Mashiach, then,
are ye Abraham's seed,
and
heirs according to the promise.
showing you right back that you got to come right back to the same thing. So it never changed. Here you were after the death of Yahusha, hearing the teaching of an apostle who wasn't even with Yahusha during his lifetime of living. And he come back and told you that if you actually belong to the Mashiach, you got to be connected back to Abraham, because the whole thing has always been a promise. It's been a promise. Y'all all right? And I think at some point or another, this is where we can falter. And a lot of you guys faint, a lot of people you give up because you read and you don't actually consider the people that actually waited on this man. We're talking about we're looking for a more enduring substance. That's what we look at with the Ruach versus the natural man. And you see even from creation, Barashit, that Barah, when he created these people, you can see where people's lifespans always change. From 900 to 600 to 7 and 800 to 120 to 7 score, what's 3 scores and 10? 7 by reason of strength. Give you tell me how man, because you know what? You got to hope for a more enduring substance. You keep cutting time short on man, so man will start looking at what does he need to do to live longer. But you know, it show you people want to live longer. Let me tell you to do. Commercial. They got to know you rub this stuff and get rid of bags under your eye in a couple of minutes. So people looking for something quick to change their appearance. Ain't that something? They got foods and other stuff you can eat for more longevity. So he got man almost to a point of getting an understanding. Because man starting to say, you know what? I know a lot of people in my family died at an early age. I'm going to start trying to change my diet. Well, the garden had a diet. And if you ingested the foods along with primarily the dabarim, you can live forever. So he's getting man almost to a concept of what he's trying to get him to do. People realize they're sick and they keep getting the same condition. They realize when you get out, if you don't change how you eat, you're going to die. Well, I'm telling you, when you get out of here, if you don't change what you're doing, you're going to die. Because you keep coming back, and you ain't coming back better, you're coming back worse. Next time, we might not be able to save you. Now, if man really is concerned about his lifespan, or as they call it hereafter, then you're going to change what you're doing now. Because what you're doing now predicated on what you're going to get later. Y'all all right? I don't know. I'm kind of wondering about y'all. Let's look at something. Let's look at Yarum Yahoo. I put it up there. Yarum Yahoo 1 and 1. Listen to the book.
The Dabarim of Yarmyahu, the Ben of Hilkiah, of the Kohanim that were in Anathoth, in the land of Benjamin, to whom the Debar of Yahuwah came in the Yamim of Josiah, the Ben of Ammon, Malach of Yehuda, in the 13th year of his reign. It came also in the Yamim of Jehoiakim, the Ben of Josiah, Malach of Yehuda, unto the end of the 11th year of Zedekiah, the Ben of Josiah, Malach of Yehuda, unto the carrying away of Jerusalem captive in the 5th month. Then the Debar of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I consecrated thee, and I ordained thee a Nabi unto the nations.
And you know what's amazing about that? This is talking about one person. This is why they had a problem with Yahushua. Because of statements he known, or statements that he said. Look at this 17th chapter of the book of Yehukanan, 17 and 1. St. John, as they'll call it. Listen to the book.
These Dabarim spake Yahusha, and lifted up his eyes to Shamayim and said,
So these the words he spake when he lifted up his eye to Shamayim, to the expansions, to the heights. And this is what he said.
Abba, the hour is come.
He said the time has come. Then what happened?
Kabud, thy ben,
So glorify thy son,
that thy ben also may kabud thee,
so I can also glorify you. What happened?
as thou hast given him power over all flesh.
And where we learn that from? We learn that from Adam and Bereshit. He's telling you that. He said he's going right back to what he reverting right back to what he know. Listen.
That he should give eternal Kai to as many as thou hast given him.
What happened?
And this is Kai eternal,
Yeah.
that they might know thee, the only Amat Allahim, and Yahushua HaMashiach, whom thou hast sent.
What happened?
I have kabud thee on the
You
Arats,
see what he did? I gave you the glory while I was on the Arats. What happened?
I have finished the work which thou gavest me to do.
See that? I finished the work you gave me to do. What happened?
And now, O Abba, kabud thou me with
said-
thine own self,
See that? He wants you to give me the glory with you. Like what?
with the kabud which I had with thee before the Arats was.
Before you formed me in the womb. Going to go back to before that end, before that situation happened. Put me back in the state I was before I was in the womb. So they talked to Yah, Ram Yahu, which is Yahuwah being exalted. He's letting you know already, he told you, I knew him before he was in the womb. That's why people had a problem with a lot of statements he was making. Had they just actually known who he was. The man made statements of him being with the Abba. They're like, there's no way. But then you hear him telling Yahoo that before I formed you in the womb, I knew thee. He did know Yahoo before he got in the womb, but that's not who he was talking about. I made you a Nabai to the nation. Huh? He talked about he giving him glory, make him consecrate him. He was talking about the Ben. The Ben. Yahushua HaMashiach. Come on back to Yahoo. Listen to the book. This is Yahoo, Jeremiah. They call it one. We left out verse 4.
Verse 6.
Verse 6. Listen to the book.
Then said I, Yahuwah Elohim, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child. But Yahuwah said unto me, say not, I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee, and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak. Be not afraid of their faces, for I am with thee to deliver thee, saith Yahuwah.
Yeah.
Then Yahuwah put forth his hand, and touched my mouth. And Yahuwah said unto me, behold, I have put my dabarim in thy mouth. See, I have this yum set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms, to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down, to build and to plant.
Y'all caught it? In the 24th chapter book of Matthew, and they showed him the building. He said, you see now all these things? Ain't going to be one upon another. Ain't going to be thrown down. He was talking about him. That's why he would tell me he was going to tear it down. That's what he was setting him for. He said, what I put you here for. Let's say that the 12th chapter of the book of, let me say that's 12, Yehukanan chapter 12. Say what that's 12, 39. We'll read that. It's all the same book. Let's see that what I want. See if we make it work. Listen to the book.
Therefore, they could not believe, because that Yashayahu said again, he hath blinded their eyes and hardened their heart, that they should not see with their eyes, nor understand with their heart,
See that? And what happened?
and be converted, and I should heal them.
So when he told us about if our dabarim be hid, is hid to them that are lost. How did they get blind? He said, who the God said this word, Elohim, this word blinded the minds of them which believe not. But he gave credit to himself. Ain't nothing can happen without his authorization. So if you cannot see this and you just blind and your heart is your heart, it's simply because he don't want you to be healed. So here you think you playing a winning game or ignoring or I ain't caring, it don't bother me, it don't matter. And the whole time you realize that's what he gave you. Simply because I don't want to hear you anyway. That's why it's dangerous to play with him. Because you'll think in your mind that you're in superior position when you don't realize you're in an inferior position. And you've been set up and you've been led into a trap. He done told you it's going to be a trap, it's going to be a gin, it's going to be a snare. A stone or stumbling and a rock of offense. That's why he asked him when they told him about eating his body drink, does this offend you? I know you get offended. Does this also offend you? That's what he's supposed to be for. He's supposed to be for an offense. I'm supposed to offend people. But society today, because of culture, we try to make sure we don't offend. We say alternative lifestyle instead of bulldaggers and fags, queers, butt pluggers. Listen.
These things said Yashayahu when he saw his kabod and spake of him. Nevertheless, among the Rosh rulers also, many believed on him, but because of the Pharisees, they did not confess him.
That's what happened to people in him. And out there too. Tell them what happened, son.
Lest they should be put out of the synagogue.
It ain't the synagogue they worry about being put out of now. They worry about put out their culture. Out of them mistakes out there, out of them groups they in. Listen why.
For they loved the halah of Anashim more than the halah of Allahim.
What happened?
Yahusha cried and said, He that believeth on me,
Believeth who?
not on me,
But on who?
him that sent me.
And what happened?
And he that seeth me, seeth him that sent me.
And the similitude of Yahuwah you're going to behold. Listen.
I am come a Aur into the Arats, that whosoever believeth on me should not abide in Kashap.
Listen.
And if any ish hear my dabarim, and believe not, I judge him not.
Listen.
For I came not to judge the Arats,
But to do what?
save the Arats.
He was trying to tell you I didn't come to kill you. Not yet. He didn't come to kill you. Listen.
He that rejecteth me, and receiveth not my dabarim,
Doth what?
hath one that judgeth him.
Listen.
The debar that I have spoken, the same shall judge him in the last yom.
Talk to me.
For I have not spoken of myself.
You did what now?
I have not spoken of myself.
I couldn't imagine what happened.
But the Abba which sent me,
Come on, Yahoo. What happened?
but the Abba which sent me,
What did he do?
he gave me a commandment
Of what?
that I should say
And
what I should speak.
that's what he told Yahoo. That's why I say you got to pay attention. He was speaking, but people weren't listening. See, certain things he said should trigger your mind to know that's law. That's law. Now, if faith come in, I got to believe it. But though there's other promise, we already know what he's saying. The only reason he would make that statement is for some people that he's trying to make sure he's trying to show more abundantly that's hoping on the promise. Huh? The mere fact that I sit here and listen, that conversation that we read in Yahoo was about Yahoo. Wasn't it? 5 and 39, Yehukanan. Yehukanan, 5 and 39. St. John there called it 5 and 39. Listen to the book.
Search the scriptures, for in them ye think ye have eternal life,
What happened?
and they are they which testify of me.
So he was talking to Yahoo. He said he was talking about me. Tell me what happened.
And you will not come to me, that ye might have life. I receive not honor from Anashim,
What happened?
but I know you, that ye have not the love of Elohim in you.
You know, he asked him in the 17th chapter of Yehukanan, he asked the Abba to glorify him. I'm not worried about trying to get nothing from you. He said, I already know you. I ain't worried about trying to get no honor, no glory from you. Listen what happened.
I am come in my Abba's name,
And what happened?
and ye receive me not.
What happened?
If another shall come in his own name, him ye will receive.
Greg, Henry, Ted, Tony, Elwood, William. In them names, you'll receive them. Trump, Donald, Elizabeth, Shirley. You'll receive them. They come in their own name. What happened?
How can ye believe which receive honor one of another?
Yeah.
And seek not the honor that cometh from Elohim only.
And that's amazing. He was asking the Abba to give him the glory. To glorify him. And not you and not me. He was asking him to do it. And he said, you believe in people that honor each other. One crook gonna honor another crook. Because they all crooks together. You know, interesting enough, just looking at how Trump showed his love for the Jewish people by going and putting the, y'all remember where they put the embassy over in Jerusalem? Yeah. Wasn't that interesting? That he would go and be with them and he would do that? How many of y'all are familiar when he put the embassy over there? Did you think that was interesting or strange? Anybody think it was strange he did that? Anybody wonder why he did it? Does anybody know why he did it? You know why? Ernie, what is you talking about? What did Ernie just say? Hold on for a minute. Who visited this? Quadro gave what to say what he should do. No. But actually, no. The reason why he did it is because his daughter, she converted to Judaism, who also married a white Jew. Krishna, who also family are millionaires, who also can't get money, who need banks to back them, like the Jewish people over in Israel. That's why they pushed and put it down. To bail his family out. They were in a financial crisis. His daughter married a fake Jew who ran over there to do that for them Jews to help bail their family out of their financial crisis. See, it's really because he loved the Jews. Cheaper to let them to bail them out than him to do it. White people always got another agenda why they do what they do. Why did you think he did it? Didn't he tell y'all what he was going to do? We getting rid of this happy holiday stuff. It's going to be Merry Christmas. We're going to stamp that again. No more of that stuff. I show you a picture of the Christmas card his wife, his daughter sent out. You don't believe what she said. She said happy holidays. Because she started on my eye to the truth, she realized something. Christmas Christian is just a lie. All she did is fake to convert to do it. She got enough sense to realize this stuff ain't right. The whole thing was a joke. White people know what you believe was a joke. Joe Bear from, what's her name? Joanne Bear from The View made the comment about Michael Pence. And he talked about how he prayed and talked and Jesus talked back to him. She said that's a mental illness. She said Christians have a mental illness when they said Jesus talked to him. Why don't have a woman they talk to him? Why would a white Christian woman say, if you honest and you say that Jesus spoke to you, why would she say that's a mental illness? Because you know why? He don't exist, so there's no way Jesus talked to you. They made Jesus up. They don't even look at that. They want her to apologize. She needs to apologize and clean up. She did it for you. So she'll apologize. That means she didn't mean what she said. I still believe it. You just stupid enough about it. Just like white people apologize for slavery. They ain't mean to do it. That's why I gave y'all your stuff back with interest. They say they sorry. I say I'm sorry don't mean I didn't mean what I said. When old people apologize, it's only because of money. And Virginia Roseanne, she didn't apologize. She don't care about it. She know the woman does look like she come from an ape. That don't mean that you look like people that look like lizards and apes. Y'all here get offended. Y'all niggas ugly. I be saying all offended, all that. You know what the mirror told you. Shoot, I know I ain't pretty as I used to be. I ain't be lying. I look just like I did. Oh, so I'm lying. Turn, come here. Hold on one bit. Hold on, wait a minute. Come on, you got it. Dwayne. Come on. We ain't gonna have that. So, at the end of the day, that's what people don't want to do. Honesty. Be honest with yourself. It's stuff you worry about. Listen. And that's amazing. This is how I show you the hypocrisy of people. It don't take that long to put your name on that board. the hypocrisy of people, they'll go by a Christian sign. Lord, give me the serenity to change the thing that I can. What is it? Give me the strength to change the thing I can, and the serenity to do what? Or not to be able to, yeah, the Christian thing. What is it, boss? You done looked it up. What did it say? You remember it. Hold on, Chris, you just quoted wrong with me. There's your senior quote. Hold on, no. Let's hear, hold on, y'all. This is a senior quote. Come on, Chris. Go put your name on the board. You're not finna hold it. Come, you're not. Put your name on the board. All right, here you go. All right, here we go. Go. Who just rent you what? Rent you the serenity. Come on, don't worry. Let it go. Come on. And come write your name up here. You said rent. It's grant. Ain't no rent. Come on, put your name on this board. What are you been doing? I talked him into it. He kept saying rent. How many of y'all heard him say rent? I said, got it. No, you said rent. I said rent. You said rent. Create that 2 times your name been on that board. It's Dwayne. That's right. Put on Dwayne. But at the end of the day, how you come up with that and you put that up, then you got things you can't change, and you ain't even got to surrender the mindset to just rub. Chris, no. Up on the bright, your name bigger than that. Thank you. We can't sit it up under there. How y'all let that man get away with this stuff? There's your name. Put your government name there. Thank you. But at the end of the day, how is it that we don't sit here and people use that and you don't even believe it? Because there are things you cannot change. That doesn't make you. Listen, your natural face don't make you. What makes us is the dabarim. Y'all got it? That's the creation that we're trying to establish. The creation that we put the most emphasis on becomes the most emotional drain, the most emotional hurt, the most emotional pullback and drawback. Because you're dealing with stuff you don't control how you look from the time you got here. That stuff you like brush your hair and fix your hair and brush your teeth and stuff like that, clean your eyes out and your ears. But you ain't going to make no different nose or nothing else on your face unless you're going to go to one surgeon and them just jam it and beat it all up. But it still ain't going to change what you got on the inside. See, if you don't learn to become perfecting or learn to establish the person on the inside, the person on the outside ain't going to never be where it need to be. It's always going to be trying to put something on like Michael Jackson did. He added to, he just messed himself up. He stayed that little big nose, little knife, blowed out afro, but he could still be here today. But you keep trying to change because it's not the out external part that's hurting, it's the internal person. And people try to use the outside as a defense to reflect or try to use it as a depression. Man, I watch so much stuff people do. That's why I tell people, a lot of stuff you can't watch. Watch TV with me, I'll slap the piss out you. As soon as I see you like you getting that TV program like you finna try to turn that cat, I'll slap you behind it. Wow, slap the piss out you. You come back, you be good then. A nigga, straighten up. I seen some TV stuff that made me cry. I ain't trying to be that nigga. I'm objective when I'm watching. I gotta watch these people. What's your agenda? What's the real message in this thing? I ain't gonna get tired of him talking about I need to go stab myself. Not me, nigga. Stick no holes up in this thing, ain't got to. Y'all all right? That's being honest. But you gotta learn how to become satisfied with the person on the inside. The way to get that person satisfied is to appease the person that made him. The book said the honest expectation of the creature. This is what not happening. You don't have no expectation, not the inside, because you're so worried about the outside. And then you're volatile. You move up and down and change so much, you're not stable. You got to get your inside man stable. Then you can get the outside to where it ain't your whole goal. Listen, man, I can do or don't. It don't make me no different. A lot of stuff, listen, I'm good. Because all this is not my expectation, my hope. I'm going to do it anyway. Listen, I got my side, do what I want, I don't want to do it, I ain't going to do it. I'm good. I look at this, I don't want nobody there. I ain't trying to go buy nothing. If I buy something, that's what I want. I can give a flying flip with somebody else care about it. But you ain't on the turn, you're going to do it because you need people to speak well of you. You need people to look at you different and think something about you. You don't realize you got to first think something about yourself. That's why a lot of people don't get it. Folks get fat. They let people get them telling themselves, oh, you eat. Yeah, everyone I'm fat. I'm depressed. Nigga, I'm eating. You know why I'm fat. How am I going to tell somebody, how let somebody suck me into that? How many of y'all done been depressed before? And you ain't fat. Well, how you going to let people put your mind? I'm fat because I like to eat. That's just the simple definition. If I have some internal delight, I'm not going to blame it on no internal. That's a disorder. Nigga, that's the problem. It's too much ordering. 999,367 more. I had a million of these things. That's crazy. How you get fat from a disorder? Them folks steady bring you all out. Some stuff people tell us, we just buy into stuff. Them folks got your order right. Maybe they put more in the bag than you want because they got confused. I don't know what's wrong with us. Listen, people sell us on a lot of stuff to try to get you complacent because people need to fit in groups. So what they do is start labeling people. Whether anti-something or pro-something or some type of party or some type of affiliation in some type of gang or some affiliation in some type of fraternity. People got to be classified. Everybody got to be classified. Then you give these people, you got National Sorority and National Fraternity Day. Then you got some for military people. Then you got some for handicapped. You got to go get an Olympic. I just been with you. This is me. They didn't get offended. I'm just telling like this. I'm not finna sit around and watch a bunch of blind people try to compete against each other. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna get. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not gonna watch this. I'm not finna watch Stevie Wonder they battling out on no. I'm not finna do it. It's sick. Y'all stop it. I'm not finna watch a bunch of people in a wheelchair wide open. I'm just not gonna watch it. I ain't even trying to be funny with them. That's nothing they can take. Listen, I don't owe you no apology. I'm not going to support. I'm not going to watch it. You ain't got no leg. Why ain't you trying to run around that thing? They think somebody supposed to give you something. Man, try to get your legs and get up out of there. I'm not finna be trying to watch that stuff, man. Those are folks in the way ain't got no have a swim country. I'm not finna do this. Them folks drown on me. I'm not finna do that. No. I'm not finna do it. I just never been in that stuff. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I can't even watch all the Rain Man. Man, you don't be making fun of people like doing that stuff. I'm like, why they do that? Radio. I couldn't watch that stuff. I didn't watch it. I like radio. That's good. Listen, that's good. I just don't be want to watch them move with them people in there. Cause they be used to be making them folks got real issues. Those are the characters. You got people, I just don't want to say, when white people can't make money, they try to like they're sympathetic. That's not it. I done ran out of stuff. So I'm going to start picking handicapped people. I'm just saying their agenda. There are people with those real life issues. And they make you think, just white and limit, you see about 5 people roll around with they people good, they happy like that. They shouldn't be. I don't go like they shouldn't be. That's not your normal state. People that were wounded in our book, these people went where I can get healing at. They got me stay like that so you can keep competing. That's crazy, man. I don't know what people doing. The issues I'm just not interested in watching it. Free TV, nothing. I don't watch that stuff. I ain't got time for a whole lot of that. I don't watch what then you got somebody sitting at home going, man, I get in there. So you know what you got to do to get in there, right? You got niggas trying to get in the Special Olympics. Okay. What you think the psychosis are running? What you think the psychosis of the whole thing is? When people watch the regular Olympics, they try to compete to get there. They're trying to get more of y'all to go get something cut off or lose something, go blind so you can try to get in. Otherwise, the thing ends. They don't want me out heal everybody. It's over with. None of y'all niggas special. All y'all niggas the same now. Man, got to get back to his original state, but we got to fix the internal issue we got. And they try to put this stuff to try to get people comfortable in their condition. See, y'all don't realize they got a whole nother. People making money off these people. You get sponsorship. You got corporation putting money. You got other people paying to watch, other stations paying to get on. All of these people benefit, all of these people disabilities. I don't get that. I just don't get it. I don't want to see no guys in no wheelchair fight on no basketball. Banging all each other, fingers getting hit. I don't want to see that stuff, man. You trying to lower no goal. That ain't right. Why and dunk on these jokers? Come on, man. You can't. I just don't get it. I don't know it. Give the people something. I'm trying to give them something. Give them the plan of salvation. See, instead of you learning how to be comfortable in situations, you got to learn to try to fix your situation. Quit waiting on people to give you and do something for you, people. The best opportunity you will ever get is what you're hearing right now. to make better yourself. Because a lot of y'all sit here, you sit up, a lot of y'all can see your face, you sit up for depression. Y'all done bought into the hype of these people. These people don't control. I don't let nobody diagnose me. I had a doctor one day, he told me he's going to put me on some pills. He said, I'm going to put you on some pills. He said, you got a problem focusing. I said, what? He was talking. I was on my phone. I heard everything he was saying. I said, what? I'm like, listen, this ain't all I do. I'm hearing everything you said. I didn't miss a beat on nothing he said. I ain't got to look at you, nigga. Look at y'all. You ain't my girlfriend. Keep talking, nigga. I'm working. I gotta come in, they be coming in like, Miss Smith, I can come here. I said, no, you need to come on now. I got to go. I be busy. Talk. Let's roll. I'm good. I can't listen. I be on the phone to be telling me, I have people that say, you on the phone? I said, I'm on the phone. I'm still handling with you. What you need? Hold on for a second. Come on. I still with you. What you need? They're like, I can't do that because you're retarded. You got a listen, Mr. Yahuwah is a multitasker. You know what happened? He sat around, he couldn't focus on but one thing. We all be dead men. That man got to keep a whole planet. I can't say him. The man gonna make me like him, and you want to make me just a single track minded person. I can't multitask. He multitasks. Come on, man. Hanging stars, moon, sun. Then got people down here working, moving. He got to worry about the insect, the animal, the tree, the grass. I got to worry. Seasons got to change. I need snow here. I need heat here. Flood that. Oh, stop. No water. Now what you needed? You say you're praying. I heard you. Wish granted. Well, desire granted. That's all at one time. These folks had too much going. All this stuff. They ain't going to let somebody program me to tell me I have a mental problem or I need to take some pills. I'm just saying these people go take the pill and let these folks make a fool out of them. Because you can, the man, if he made me like him, is he a multitasker? So what's wrong if I can multitask? It'd be different if I can't pay attention to what you're saying. You have to keep repeating because I miss it. Now that's a problem. Then you need to stop everything you're doing and pay attention. But he said he's going to make it like him. Y'all all right? How many of y'all get trapped into this when these people diagnose you? Because you know their whole purpose is, I need to keep you from being like him. So I got to tell you that that's an illness. I got to tell you there's something wrong with you when you don't think like the masses. And then most of you sit there and you just let these people give you something. They had you again eating from the tree that I told you not to eat of. Come on, man. This stuff had you sicker than anything. Y'all don't like this kind of conversation, do you? It's just been, how did you let somebody tell you something wrong with you because your mind don't stand with it? You hear something you don't like, you don't want to hear. Yahuwah hear something. He said the eyes of Yahuwah are over the who? And his ears are open to who? But the face of Yahuwah is against them that do what? So he has a mental problem. What's wrong with him? He's not listening when everybody talking. He needs to take medication. He's schizophrenic. I don't like what you're doing. I don't want to hear you. The first thing these niggas do, get some more pills. That man just said, the man told you he does that. There's something wrong with it. They don't like that. They don't like that. They call these niggas, they put a DR in front of their name. You put a DOG in front of it. Stuff don't move me because you put no period in front of your name or your title before you give me your name. You impressed with it. Y'all got to start getting yourself together. Stop letting everybody program your mind. Start looking at the plan of salvation. How important it is for you to break away from these people in everything you do. In everything you do, you got to break, because these people are working to control you. You can't just break away in one faction. You got to break away in everything. That's the whole purpose of us being here. You got to learn all these people's strongholds. Because eventually they'll get you. When you break one, they got another one. Just like Shamshun's wife had for him. They'll keep working until they finally venture what it takes to take you down. Then you got to form you an allegiance with somebody that's working on your protection. Somebody that's working for your welfare, and that's something our people don't do. Y'all got that? Give me the second chapter of the book of Yukonon. I ain't going to hold y'all all day. Maybe so far I can go. Y'all want my resignation today? Y'all want to wait till, we ain't trying to wait to get it. So when I die, I'm going to still keep teaching. I ain't go on the street, preach to home people, I'm going to slap them. They go to sleep, get your behind up. While I say you got some money, silver and gold have I none. Get your behind up. That joker roll out there in front of that trailer, had to get up in front of that tractor trailer, run him over. Said, see, you can move. Ain't that right? Go in big no more. Make your own way. Y'all all right? Our people need awakening. It is, man. Y'all don't even realize we're in bad shape. Y'all got these people giving y'all numbers. I watch the numbers. Do y'all understand that the Negro unemployment is down to 3.9%? That's the lowest unemployment for Negro. Ain't nobody called at me, was I working? How many of y'all received a call from these white folk to find was you working? Where you getting these numbers from? I know. I got these smart niggas in here. I know they got it. They're going with what the employer is sitting in and saying what they hired. So let me say something. By the time you get that data, are more babies born? So how you know the baby from adults? Because your population is still growing. By the minute, by the second. Y'all be listening to numbers. I just can't believe this stuff. I can't believe it. You give me numbers of how many of homosexual. Nobody ain't asked me. I ain't got one phone call at me was I homosexual or heterosexual. Where are you getting these numbers from? That's amazing. The amount of people we got dying and coming in, you keeping all them numbers at the same time? Don't you know that number changed by the time I just told y'all how many were born? But they got numbers tell you it's still 3. It's gonna still be 3.9 next month too. I don't believe nothing these crackers say. Y'all gotta wake up. Stop believing everything crackers tell y'all. Start thinking for yourself. Start building for you. Make for yourself. Come on, you're looking on 2 and 17. Euchanon, St. John, they call it 2 and 17. I think 22 is what I want. We'll start 17. Listen to the book.
And his Methitis remembered that it was written, the zeal of thine house hath eaten me up.
Listen.
Then answered the Yahudim and said unto him, what sign shewest thou unto us, seeing that thou doest these things? Yahusha answered and said unto them, destroy this temple, and in 3 yamim I will raise it up.
Yeah.
Then said the Yahudim, 46 years was this temple in building.
Yeah.
And wilt thou rear it up in 3 yamim?
Yeah.
But he spake of the temple of his body.
See that? They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. We just wanted to talk about it anyway. They had nothing to do with nothing. I just wanted to talk about it anyway. 5 and 17, Yuchanan. I called that too early. Oh, one, give me 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 1. I'll try to get ready to let y'all go. Man, we've been on this board on this side a long time, man. Listen to the book.
But Yahusha answered them, my Abba worketh hitherto,
Y'all paying attention? And tell me what you do.
and I work. Therefore, the Yahudim sought the more to kill him, because he not only had broken the Shabbat,
But did what?
said also that Elohim was his Abba,
Doing what?
making himself equal with Elohim.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Let's see what happened in 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians chapter 5. At verse 1. Listen to the book.
For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved,
Break
we
down.
have a building of Elohim,
What else?
an house not made with hands, eternal in the Shamayim.
That's important for us. You know why? Because we talked about earlier how we work and fight to survive. That's dealing with just naturality. That's what we deal with. That's humanality, right? That's a natural course for us to worry about, to be concerned about, and try to sustain the natural body and its existence, its living. Well, the reason why we kind of went here, I know y'all forgot because I went all over the place. Because in Matthew chapter 13, verse 54, it went down. They had some questions too. Y'all remember what it was? They want to know how was he doing all this stuff. And then they want to know about who he was. And they named out his dad. Who? Who? The carpenter. That's why he won't worry about this body breaking down, because I can build it back. That's why we went to 5:17. He said, hitherto my Abba work and I work. So he wanted to see how smart they were. Because they said, hold on, ho. You just said that Elohim was your Abba, making yourself equal with. Well, they just said that Yahushua was his father and said he was a carpenter. That would make him equal to him too, wouldn't it? You do know my daddy can build, I can too. So if that body breaks down, if you lose that natural body, you do know I can put it back. So I would have a strong consolation. Unlike some of you guys, you're just hoping on the law. Mine is predicated on faith. Huh? He even told me that the Abba loved his son. He don't believe what he do. You don't think Yahushua loved him? He showed him everything he did. That's why he knew how to build. And Ephesians chapter 2 at verse 19. So I'm just saying that because I know, just like everybody, as with myself, I don't want to die. Make it 2 and 17. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 17. Listen to the book.
And came and preached shalom to you which were afar off, and to them that were nigh. For through him we both have access by one Ruach unto the Abba.
And what makes sense when he told us he was the door. It's going to make sense. He said he was the door. He said by him, that's how we got access. Isn't that right? Listen.
Now therefore ye are no more strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the consecrated.
Let me ask you a question. How did that work? Based on what you heard. Huh? That's of the law? By faith. How does we understand that? He just told them they were foreigners. A foreigner be anything that's not a Yehudi. A stranger. He said, but now you fellow citizens. What will make them with us? We believe the same thing. In 2 Corinthians chapter 4 at verse 13. Let's see what that says. 2 Corinthians 4 and 13. Listen to the book.
We having the same Ruach of faith,
See that?
according as it is written.
What happened?
I believed, and therefore have I spoken.
What happened?
We also believe, and therefore speak.
See, that's how it works. That's how a foreigner and a stranger become a citizen. Because we have the same belief. And we learned that from Galatians, ain't it? That's your law. You got to have two. That's a discipline for your faith. In order for your faith to be established, you got to have 2 to 3 witnesses at the most. If I got 17, that's not discipline. At that point, you're just wasting. All you need is 2 and 3 witnesses. That's the discipline of your faith. Just like your survival, you got to have food and water. That's a discipline with nature. Right? That's a nature. That's a discipline. It made sense that he came along and he would buy 2 immutable things and not 1. At the most 3. That's your faith. It wouldn't make sense because that goes with your law. So you can see how your faith will spin off your law. They got shows that spent off from other shows. Like Archie Bunker, the Jeffersons spent off from them. See how some things can cause other things to come and exist? And George grew from 1 store to 7. Got a D-lus apartment where? See how nigga can go up. See, they don't realize we going up again off these crackers. We're going to be caught up to meet him in there. That's why he ain't getting no house in the basement. Just got to pay attention. So now you look at how the law works, and it can spin off and makes a spin off of our faith. Got it? And you can see exactly where it comes from. So how they become a foreign citizen, how they become a citizen when they were a foreigner. They were not a Yehudi. Our discipline at first was our own people. Our own people. That's why when we were put together, we was about our own people that looked like us, people that came from our fathers. People that came from our mother, that was our people. That is our people. And that hadn't changed. But then he brought back some things that when people, you got these different religious groups they can't see a Gentile. They say, man, I can't have no white boy, no white girl. It can't be. They can't do it because they wouldn't be a true one. But then he came back to let you know something. At the 26th chapter of the book of Al-Ahad Dabarim, they call it Deuteronomy. 26 and 1 right quick. Let's see how hard this is to see it. See, this is what I'm trying to tell the people about the righteousness of faith. Other one, Barashit. They called Genesis. He knew the other side of that board was too light. Listen to the book.
And it shall be when thou art come in unto the land which Yahuwah thy Elohim
Y'all hear what he
giveth thee.
told you? When you come into the place that Elohim give you now, that you get, that belong to you. What happened, Brandon?
For an inheritance,
For an inheritance.
and possesses it,
What is an inheritance? Something that's been passed down? Let's see what happened.
and dwellest therein.
Yeah.
That thou shalt take of the first of all the fruit of the arance,
Uh-huh.
which thou shalt bring of thy land that Yahuwah thy Elohim giveth thee.
What happened?
And shalt put it in a basket, and shall go unto the place which Yahuwah thy Elohim shall choose to place his name there.
What happened?
And thou shalt go unto the Kahan that shall be in those Yamim,
And do what?
and say unto him, I profess this Yom unto Yahuwah thy Elohim,
listen what you confessing. You
That-
testifying to. What happened?
that I am come unto the country which Yahuwah sware unto our Abbas for
Yeah.
to give us.
Uh-huh.
And the Kohan shall take the basket out of thine hand, and set it down before the altar of Yahuwah thy Elohim.
Yeah.
And thou shalt speak and say before Yahuwah thy Elohim, a Syrian ready to perish was my Abba. And he went down into Mitzrayim.
Y'all hear what he said? So now, hearing that, you know what's supposed to get you back to remember, and we forgot that. We forgot that. You was a foreigner. You was a foreigner. Think about that. Here you come right into the land. You've been brought out of Yasharal. You've been established as a people. And when you came out, you were mixed. You ain't never just been 100% yourself. You come from other people. And when you got there, when he did what he said he going to do, he just wanted you to come up all of a sudden. This is what going to come out your mouth? That you actually was an Armenian. That you were ready to perish. And I saved you. You were finna die. And I took you and I put you here so you could survive. Although it was hard on you, I still kept you. Had you not gone to Mizraim, you were going to die. Just like the people did that didn't go into Babylon with us. I was going to cut them off. They were rotten figs. So rotten they could not be eaten. And then they're going to give me a book of the law. You were supposed to testify. You were supposed to proclaim that you were going to die. You were a foreigner. And I took you and I made you a people and gave you life. So like I'm doing with the Gentiles, they're going to join them with you. The reason they come join you because they're going to die. Let's see what happened in the 19th chapter of Barashit. Barashit, they call Genesis 19 and 5. I'm getting ready to let y'all go. 19 and 5. Listen to the book.
And they called unto Lut, and said unto him, Where are
20, 20 and 5. Listen to the book.
Said he not unto me, She is my Akuth, and she, even she herself, said, He is my Aki, in the integrity of my heart and innocency of my hands have I done this.
What happened?
And Elohim said unto him in a dream, Yea, I know that thou didst this in the integrity of thy heart, for I also withheld thee from sinning against me.
What happened?
Therefore suffered I thee not to touch her.
He talked about how he suffered us to hunger. They ain't say he kept that man. He go man one of Yehuda and kept him. Y'all don't have a problem with who you serve, who you call on. Just say he kept somebody that wasn't one of you. So if he can keep somebody that ain't one of me, Zach, from committing sin, he can't keep me. He can keep a limb that's not connected to the tree from sinning and said that that limb had integrity before it even connected to me. I know he can keep me. That's not hard. See, these religious groups, I don't pay no, I don't need Hebrew religion. I don't pay. They are terrorists. Nothing they do make no sense. The folk, how you gonna read the Torah and come up with no Gentile and you were one? You were supposed to profess on Ukar Shabur that you was an Armenian. Now I'm an Arbori. You were Armenian. You were supposed to tell it that you were a nation that was finna die. He didn't even talk about you becoming no Arborean. Then he took you straight into Mizraim. He didn't get you said, then I converted through Abraham and then I became Abari, and we were Abari people. And then later on, after the 12 sons and some stuff came up, and Yahushua went, no, he brought you straight to what you were. You were Armenian. Go and confess that to the Kohan. You are Armenian. These Bassari, they don't even understand. So you know what they do? They give a Gentile hope. A Gentile to sit around. That man gave hope to a Gentile. This is a strong consolation for him. If he got a sense to be saved. Where is Justin at? You honest? You want to be saved? You love Yahuwah like anybody else. Don't you feel like you should have a right to be saved? I'm saying that to say any other nation. If you do that, I'm just using him for an example. If you don't look this color skin, this is going to determine whether or not you're going to be saved? Who had the order of picking this? You know what you can do, though? You can choose who you're going to serve. That's why Yahushua told him. Yahushua told him on the other side. He didn't tell nobody pick a color, any color. You ain't got no choice in no color. You got a choice on your behavior, though. And if a man or a woman picked to do what's right, Yahushua said, I acknowledge that. Not only that, he said he kept him from sinning. Now you going to tell me no Ruach HaKodesh as a gift. And he said, I kept the man from sinning, but I would say he can't keep me. I profess that I say I'm of the branch. I'm of the natural tree. And he can keep somebody not even connected to the tree. Come on, folks. Y'all, this just don't make no sense. How we got bought into the hype of only black people going to be saved? Only dark human people going to be saved? How do we get caught in it from these people? Because these people manipulate us. It's not our color that's going to save more. He's going to look at it's what we believe. It's to operate because what we believe is going to dictate the behavior. Your color don't dictate no behavior. According to these people, because of your color, you're an animal. You're a roach. It's dictated, predicated. Those are what's written. What will you take in your heart and what you'll believe? Like I said, we having the same ruach of faith. According to this what? That's what I believe. We also believe, and that's what we're speaking. If you don't believe it, you shouldn't do it. I don't do stuff I don't believe. That's a waste of my time. That's time I can't get back in my life, and I'm much too busy. I'm much too busy to sit around and waste time with stuff I ain't got no time to be doing. I got too much stuff I gotta do. Y'all got me? But just to get you to look at this man, just pick up at the 3rd verse of that same 20th chapter. Let me hear what this man said. Let me hear his testament. His testimony. Listen to the book.
But Elohim came to Abimelech in a dream by Layla and said to him.
Even came to the man. Guess what happened? If there be a Nabi among you, I, Yahuwah, will make myself known to him in a dream. I'll speak to him in a kazum. And how did he come to this man?
But Elohim came to Abimelech in a dream by Layla.
Wow. And what happened?
And said to him,
That conversation. What did he say?
Behold, thou art but a dead Ish for the Ashah which thou hast taken, for she is a Ish Ashah.
What happened?
But Abimelech had not come near her, and he said, Yahuwah, wilt thou slay also a Sadiq nation?
A righteous nation? You ain't even the only person that's right. You ain't even the only person out of your whole country right. You gonna destroy a whole righteous people? That's tight. He wasn't the only person right. Do we have the name of them other people? According to what he said, though, I ain't the only person on here doing right. Not only that, why he didn't do like Pharaoh? I know now who you are. And why should I obey you? I got to be familiar with you. I wasn't shook. I worship idol gods. And some appeared to me, tell me not to touch that woman. She in the bed with me. This is an evil spirit. But he had conversation. And was able to tell him that you will destroy a righteous people. You know why he would say that day? Because this wouldn't make sense, because that is not your character. Why he didn't say, I don't know nothing about you. You might do any kind of thing. Why would he say, have a conversation with somebody he never known and say, you're going to destroy a righteous nation? Unless I've had previous relationships. And I know this ain't what you do. Then to tell you he came in trouble, I kept you from sinning. Let me get, did the first time he ain't sinned? The man been living a sinless life. And these bastards can't see Gentiles being saved. When we Gentiles. You confess that on Ukar Shabur. Let me tell you what happened. And it happens. It happens. I'm guilty of it. We get so ingested sometimes with doing things, we forget we're not the only people. We mix multitude. We've been mixed with whites and everything else. We get a little color on it. We say, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That color. The color not going to save you. That dabarine is a ore. It's clear. It's clear. Y'all got me? You can see through it. That darkness, it'll shutter your vision. And that's what happened to us. Our vision has kind of been shuttered like a veil. Y'all got it? Because we done lost the simplicity of what this whole thing been about. Man, it's my action. It's my doings. Y'all talk about these crackers and what they do, because these crackers wrong on what they do. But every white person ain't a part and privy to it. Some of our own people are the worst people you see in your life. With this, all the people we had to fight to get through to even get to that place look like us. Yep. They weren't Europeans. They weren't. They were our people. Moabites, Amorites. Those were Luke's kids and grandkids. Luke was the son. He was the nephew of Abraham. They were just like us. The Cushite, they're black. Got to get this thing in your heart, people. You got to be able to see other people. If you don't have the righteousness of faith, you can't see it. That's how you know it's so law-driven. They can't see the righteousness of faith. Man said you're going to destroy a righteous nation. You have a conversation with somebody about that, and they don't know right and wrong. You don't even know you have a conversation like that. And he's going to tell you, I've been keeping you. I kept you from sinning. How can you be righteous if you've been sinning? You know what we say? You know, Abraham was perfect. Why wasn't Garah perfect? Yahuwah never condemned him for saying he was righteous. Not on him, he said his nation. We didn't even look at stuff like that. The man didn't say just him. You know how you say, I can't speak for nobody but myself. Man, all of us live like that. Here you trying to get somewhere, you ain't even there yet. And can you tell he come to you right now, can you tell him, will you destroy a righteous person? Let alone speak for all of us. That man spoke for the whole empire. That's tight. Finish reading. I just want to hear a little more of that conversation. Since I'm listening to that conversation. Listen, that's tight. What you going to do now? You sit in a dispensation where you can see the Ruach HaKodesh. Under what we call grace. Favor, undeserved favor. And that man was sitting here without that saying, you're going to destroy a righteous nation. And what was the conversation?
But Abimelech had not come near her, and he said, Adoni, wilt thou slay also a Sadiq nation?
Come on.
Said he not unto me, she is my Akuth, and she, even she herself said, he is my Aki, in the integrity of my heart and innocency.
You talking about innocent and integrity? And you not a Yehudi? You not a Yasharah, and you got integrity and you innocent? You know when a person innocent, that means not guilty? Listen.
Of my hands have I done this.
Let's see something. 4 and 24. Who know what I want? Yehukanan, actually the apostle. Let me say that what I want. Hold on. Yeah. Say that 4 and 24, actually the apostle. Just come to mind. Listen to the book.
And when they heard that, they lifted up their voice to Elohim with one accord, and said, Adoni, thou art Elohim, which hast made Shamayim and Arats, and the sea and all that in them is, who by the mouth of thy servant Daud hath said, Why did the heathen rage?
Look what he said. And who else?
And the people imagined vain things. The Malachim of the Arad stood up, and the rulers were gathered together against the Adoni and against his Mashiach. For of an Amat against thy Kadash child Yahusha, whom thou hast anointed, both Herod and Pontius Pilate with the Gentiles and the people of Yasharal were gathered together, for to do whatsoever thy hand and thy counsel determined before to be done. And now, Adoni, behold their threatenings, and grant unto thy servants that with all boldness they may speak thy debar.
That's good. Hold on. Acts chapter 2. Is 5 what I want? 5:22. Let me see 5:22. I'm thinking Acts chapter 2 though. Let me see what Acts 5:22 says. You said that's what I might want. That's on your hump. I'm thinking Acts chapter 2. We should have talked about wicked hands. That's Acts chapter 2. 22. Was it 22? 2 and 23? Let me get it. Acts 2 and 23. Make it 22. I want to hear what 5:22 says since he said that what I wanted. I want to hear what I said in my mind was going. I want to see where he's going. He used to be a preacher. He might have been on it. Let's see. 2 and 22. Huh?
Oh,
Let's hear what Pastor Josh called. I just see 5:22. Let's see what they call. He said that. He said, I know for a fact that what he wants. Let me see what 5:22 say. Let's see.
But when
how
the
many y'all
officers-
think this is it? Why do you feel Pastor, you just lost your memory. Let's say. No, go ahead. Let's say.
But when the officers came and found them not in the prison, they returned and told, saying, the prison truly we found shut with all safety, and the keepers standing without before the doors. But when we had opened, we found no each within. Now when the high Kohan and the captain of the temple and the Rosh Kohanim heard these things, they doubted of them whereunto
You're going to stop
this
you
was
and
brought.
let keep reading. Hold on. We'll get at 4 and 22. Acts of the Apostle. 2 and 22. You about to mess me up again. We appreciate him helping though. Make sure we can read it. This is Acts of the Apostle 2 and 22. Listen.
Ye Anashim of Yasharal, hear these Jabarim, Yahusha of Nazareth, a Ish approved of Allahim.
Kind of like Abraham and just like the Malak of Goran. Approved of Allahim. Huh. We can't read none of that. Come back up here and help and fix this. Come on. A man approved of Allahim. What happened?
Among you by miracles and wonders and art, which Allahim did by him in the midst of you, as ye yourselves also know. Him being delivered by the determinate counsel and foreknowledge of Allahim, ye have taken, and by wicked hands have crucified and slain.
That's going to be tight to condemn a Gentile. He just told you, he said in the innocence of his heart, in the innocence of his hands. He did what he did. Now, he just said when you did what you did, he said, you're wicked. That's going to be hard, man, to see. And a Gentile can't be saved. How you come up with innocent, integrity, innocence of my hands, I did this. Like Pilate did. He washed his hands after the purifying. And you sat here and you did. The book told us, I'll not be told us, you clapped hands. You shook on it. You agreed on when you traded this man and gave him up. Your hand's guilty. That's tight. That's tight. What did they do?
Him being delivered by the determinate counsel and foreknowledge of Allahim, ye have taken, and by wicked hands have crucified and slain.
What is that man trying to tell us? Listen what happened.
Whom Allahim hath raised up, having loosed the pains of death.
Why?
Because it was not possible that he should be holden of it.
Shamshun. He should be called a Nazarene. Listen.
For Daoud speaketh concerning him, I foresaw the Adoni always before my pani,
Listen.
for he is on my right hand, that I should not be moved.
What happened?
Therefore did my heart rejoice, and my tongue was glad, Moreover also my flesh shall rest in hope, because thou wilt not leave my soul in Sheol, neither wilt thou suffer, because thou wilt not leave my soul in Kubar, neither wilt thou suffer thine Kudash one to see corruption.
Listen.
Thou hast made known to me the ways of Kai. Thou shalt make me full of joy with thy countenance.
Listen.
Anashim and Aki, let me freely speak unto you of the patriarch Daoud, that he is both dead and buried, and his sepulchre is with us unto this yom.
Listen.
Therefore, being a Nabi, and knowing that Elohim has sworn with a covenant to him, that of the fruit of his loins, according to the flesh, he would raise up Mashiach to sit on his throne.
Listen.
He, seeing this before, spake of the resurrection of Mashiach, that his soul was not left in Kubar, neither his flesh did see corruption.
Come on.
This Yahusha hath Elohim raised up, wherefore we are all witnesses. Therefore, being by the right hand of Elohim exalted, and having received of the Abba the promise of the Ruach HaKudash, he hath shed forth this, which ye now see and hear.
Come on.
For Daoud is not ascended into the Shamayim, but he saith himself, Thee, Adoni, said unto my Adoni, sit thou on my right hand until I make thy foes thy footstool.
Yeah.
Therefore let all the Beth of Yasharal know assuredly,
that
Elohim hath made that same Yahusha, whom ye have crucified, both Adoni and Mashiach.
What happened?
Now when they heard this,
They were what?
pricked in their heart.
You know why they were pricked? Huh? They were guilty. Let's see what happened. Again in that 20th chapter. The 20th chapter of the book of Barashit. I just want y'all to look at something right quick. '21, matter of fact. We might well look at that now. For whatever reason, we got to look at that right quick. We'll make it 21. Listen.
And Abraham journeyed from thence toward the south country, and dwelled between Kadesh and Shur, and sojourned in Gerar. And Abraham said of Sarah his Ashah, she is my Akuth, and Abimelech, Malak of Gerar, sent and took Sarah. But Elohim came to Abimelech in a dream by Lelah, and said to him, Behold, thou art but a dead Ish, for the Ashah which thou hast taken.
Hold on for a minute. Thou of what now?
Behold, thou art but a dead Ish.
Y'all hear what he just told him? You are dead. What happened?
For the Ashah which thou hast taken, for she is a Ish Ashah.
Listen,
but
that's
Abimelech,
another man's wife. What happened?
But Abimelech had not come near her, and he said, Adoni, wilt thou slay also a Sadiq nation?
Yeah.
Said he not unto me, she is my Akuth. And she, even she herself said, he is my Aki.
Yeah.
In the integrity of my heart and innocency of my hands have I done this.
Listen.
And Elohim said unto him in a dream,
You know they ain't going to get either. Y'all ain't going to worry about it. I'll tell you about it later. You ain't going to believe it. Go ahead.
Yea, I know that thou didst this in the integrity of thy heart.
Y'all hear this? I knew your heart. I knew what kind of heart you have. And what else happened?
For I also withheld thee from sinning against me.
I kept you from sinning against me. What happened?
Therefore suffered I thee not to touch her.
Yeah.
Now therefore restore the Ish his Ashah.
Yeah.
For he is a Nabi. And he shall palal for thee, and thou shalt live.
Listen.
And if thou restore her not, know thou that thou shalt surely die, thou and all that are thine.
Listen what happened.
Therefore Abimelech rose early in the morning, and called all his servants, and told all these things in their ears, and the Anashim were sore afraid.
Yeah.
Then Abimelech called Abraham.
Why would they be afraid of somebody they ain't never heard of? I don't even know who Elohim is. Why should I fear him? What would they be? Why would his servants be scared? About a dream he had. Nigga had dreams all the time. But we familiar with this man. We know this is Yahuwah. That's why we're afraid. Thinking about all you had to do was touch her and all of us would have died. Ain't it good? The fact that all you had to do is go into her and lay with her, and he'd have killed all of us. We didn't even see it coming. He said, but I kept you. I kept you. I kept you. I kept all these people from being destroyed from the act of one man. Some, ain't it? That's some. From the act of one man. Gentiles. He kept the whole nation from being destroyed. That should make some sense for you. Yahushua also came and he didn't sin either. By the act of one man, keeping all of us. Trying to show the immutability of his counsel. He knew there was no way we were going to stay no all operee. You don't get owned by people. You're going to mix with other nations, other races. But the heart shouldn't change. If it predicated on what the book say, it's to still keep you connected by faith. That same Yahuwah that gave the Sadiq, and it recognized the Sadiq or the Malak of Garah, or recognized the Sadiq or some niggas in Conyers. Some people in South Carolina, in Texas and other places, he'll recognize that faith. He'll acknowledge that. We all mixed. No way to stop it. But he still can recognize the heart. That's what he tried to get Shamuel to see when he went in, when he was going to anoint the people. He said, I don't look at the outer appearance because I know they're going to change. I'm looking at the heart. Tight. Let's look at something else now. We're done with that. People, 2 Corinthians, I'm trying to let them go. 2 and 6. I'll try to get out y'all way. 2 and 6, and I'm going to get into finish up one more thing. Because Lee was trying to figure out what I was talking about. When you leave? Listen to the book.
Sufficient to such a man is this punishment.
I'm sorry, 1 Corinthians 2 and 6. Where Hump at? Pastor Hump. How you just put HB up there? That's a huge back. Put your name up there and give yourself 2 checks. Come on here, son. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 6. What are we going to do with this man? Listen to the book.
Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect.
Yeah.
Yea, not the wisdom of this Arance.
See what he said? Now he says speaking wisdom among them that are perfect, but I'm not speaking on a natural level. Listen what happened.
Nor of the rulers of this world that come to naught.
Listen.
But we speak the wisdom of Elohim in a mystery.
See that? And a hidden truth. A hidden truth. See that? They missed it. People didn't realize what Abraham was speaking. You know that was a hidden mystery. That was a hidden truth. That's why he told her. He said, I wasn't lying. That is my sister. And I'm her brother. He wasn't lying. He was speaking a hidden truth. But see, willing to show unto the heirs a promise, the immutability of his counsel. He confirmed it by an oath. Listen.
Even the hidden wisdom which Elohim ordained before the Arats unto our kabod.
See that? He ordained that for our glory. Then what happened?
Which none of the princes of this world knew, for
None
had they
of the
known
Shah.
it,
None of them knew it. Tell them what happened.
they would not have crucified the Adoni of kabod.
Well, what happened?
But as it is written, eye hath not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which Elohim hath prepared for them that love him.
Tell me what else happened.
But Elohim hath revealed them unto us by his Ruach.
So let me ask you a question. I hadn't seen, ear hadn't heard, neither had entered in the hearts of Anashim the thing Elohim prepared for them that love him. So why would he stop the king of Gerah from sleeping with him? Maybe because he done seen? Because he heard? Maybe because he loved him. He said, in the integrity of my heart, I did this. I love you. Didn't think about that. He revealed it to him in a dream, let him see it. Then he kept him. Then he wouldn't do it. So I'm kind of getting some problems, kind of getting some questions. So exactly why was it that y'all put your hand on Yahushua? Why you wouldn't stop? Your integrity. You're not innocent. And you don't love him. You know, he tried to tell these people in the 8th chapter of the book of Euchanan, if you were Abraham's seed, you love me. He said, but now you seek to kill me. Real tight. Real tight. That's why it pricked them to their heart. People sat around and miss a lot of stuff. Look at that Matthew who's 17. I'm going to try to let y'all go. I told Lee something, I said something, and I said, let it go. 1754? Let's let it go. You think you got it? I hit it. 17, I said after that, 1754. Who got it? Listen to the book.
There's no 54.
1354. The other 17. The one with the 1354. Yeah, they count in English. Learn Aubrey Mail. Listen to the book.
And when he was come nigh into his own country, he taught them in their synagogue, insomuch that they were astonished and said,
What did it say?
Whence hath this ish this wisdom?
Y'all hear that? How in the world did he get this kind of information? What happened?
And these mighty works?
Like what?
Is not this the carpenter's bin?
Y'all hear what this is? Is not this who?
The carpenter's bin.
Tell them what has happened.
Is not his mater called Marim?
His mother, is she called Maureen? And what has happened?
And his Aki, Yaakov,
And what else?
and Joseph, and Shimon, and Yehuda,
What else?
and his Akuth, are they not all with us? Whence,
Yeah.
whence then have this ish all these things?
What happened?
And they were offended in him.
Yeah.
But Yahusha said unto them, a Nabi is not without honor,
Yeah.
save in his own country and in his own Beth.
And what happened?
And he did not many mighty works there because of their unbelief.
So what he was trying to tell them, Leon, what they missed was that actually, if you'd have paid attention, this whole book was about him. See, when he was somewhere else, the people feared him. And the people all gave reverence to him. Like the Malacca Garam. When Abraham went down, he ain't going to believe what Sarah said. That's my brother. He ain't going to believe what his sister said. She told the people that was her brother too. And he told them that that was his sister. And they didn't catch it. And see, they didn't believe it. That's why he couldn't do a lot of stuff down. He was trying to show them what Abraham does. When Abraham got that listen, when he told his servant, no people came, Abraham prayed for him. Because they believed him. They believed Abraham. And he told him, and he will pray for you and you will live. But he came here and these people sitting here talking, trying to figure where this nigga come from. Nigga down this talking. The boy, I know the nigga daddy and his mama. And that's his son. You know how you know? She told me that's her brother. What about him? He said that's his sister. They didn't even catch it. So I can't help you. That real tight, ain't it? What was the purpose of telling you about he had a sister? Because Abraham had one too. And that got you off, didn't it? That's what got him off. That's good.